Hello, gaming guys and gals, Groovy Games here. Welcome back to another video, and today I want to talk about Tracer. Tracer is a character from a game called Overwatch, a hero shooter that came out in 2016. It also won Game of the Year awards back in 2016. To catch you up quickly, Overwatch is set in the future, where a peacekeeping organization named Overwatch, achieved world peace before eventually getting disbanded due to the public losing faith in them and an inside betrayal by a no-skill, scar-faced, Twinkie-sucking garbage man named Gabriel Reyes. Apologies, if you can't tell, I really don't like Reaper. Today, we are going to talk about one of the agents named Lena Oxford, codename Tracer. If y'all enjoy the video, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. It helps out more than y'all know, and it helps a brother grow. Let's get into it. Lena Oxford was a pilot for Overwatch's experimental flight program. She was tasked to test a fighter jet that could teleport. It was called the Slipstream, if I remember correctly, which makes me bring up the question, why would the first fucking test be with a human and not a test dummy? We're in the future. Just put a test dummy in it and activate the device remotely while the plane's on autopilot. Anyway, obviously something went wrong, and instead of teleporting the plane from point A to point B, it teleported Lena out of time. After that, Lena would randomly reappear and then disappear for days at a time, coming into and out of time, phasing. She was forced to be in quarantine so they at least would know where she will reappear. Her best buddy Winston, a super intelligent gorilla, no Grodd, built her a machine called a chronal accelerator. I did have to double check that. I originally called it a temporal extrapolator. This allowed her to control her phasing and make it into a genuine superpower. She could speed up her own time and rewind it. Speeding it up allows her to use a quick teleportation to move around. She calls it a blink. The device also allows her to move back to a position she was about 15 seconds to a full minute ago. She calls this rewind. Using her abilities too much causes her accelerator to short circuit and she can't use her powers until it recharges. After getting the chronal accelerator, she became a frontline soldier in Overwatch and was no longer a test pilot. She then became Tracer, one of the top 2 fastest Overwatch members next to Genji. Tracer's first mission was getting Null Sector, an Omnic terrorist group, out of her home city, London. She did this mission alongside fellow members Reinhardt, Mercy, and Torbjorn. After that mission helping end the Omnic crisis and establish world peace, yes, she was one of the main heroes that helped do that, Lena became one of the core members of Overwatch, with them calling on her more and more for incredibly important missions. One of these incredibly important missions was arresting a known terrorist, veteran bald man, and supercriminal Doomfist. The people who came with her on this mission was Winston, the gorilla who made her accelerator, and Genji, the other fast member of Overwatch I mentioned earlier. During this fight, Tracer was putting bullets on this man, acting like a damn hornet around a middle schooler, looking like Naoya against Maki. We all know how that ended up. And this didn't end up any differently. Doomfist ended up ripping her accelerator off her body, causing her to uncontrollably phase until she just vanished. We don't know whether Winston repaired it after this mission or built her a new one, but she eventually came back and was fine. After working with Overwatch for incredibly long, the betrayal from the public and the inside job eventually shut Overwatch down. Actually, they made Overwatch illegal. After Overwatch became illegal, Tracer didn't want to stop being a hero. She lived with her girlfriend Emily in London doing personal vigilante work. While doing vigilante work, Tracer met an Omnic named Iggy. Iggy was from the Underworld, an underground area where Omnics were struggling to survive by themselves, not trusting humans. The leader of the Underworld was a radical, human-hating Omnic named Case, who wanted to lead the Omnics into a revolution against humans, but he couldn't get that many to support him until the Mandata killing. Mandata was an Omnic who was advocating for peace with humans. He was speaking at a summit with a very large crowd, and Tracer was there, listening to his speech, along with Iggy. But Talon member Widowmaker was sent to assassinate Mandata, forcing Tracer to step in to try to stop her. She didn't succeed. Iggy is disappointed in Tracer that she failed to save Mandata, and Case tells her she is no longer welcome in the Underworld, and Iggy supports it. As Tracer leaves, it's revealed that Case actually sabotaged her chronal accelerator, causing her to bug out. Iggy helps her get back home, and with help from Winston on the phone, gets her chronal accelerator fixed. And turns out this is the exact scene where Winston activated the recall and immediately called Tracer after. But back at the underworld, it is revealed that Case is staging an assassination attempt on himself. His plan is to rally the Omnics behind his failed assassination attempt to lead a revolution against humanity. With Iggy and Winston's help, Tracer stops this but gets shot in the process. After healing up in the hospital, she meets up with Winston and decides to excitedly accept his recall. After rejoining Winston and recreating Overwatch, Lena and him went on a mission to stop Widowmaker and ex-Overwatch member Reaper from stealing Doomfist's gauntlet back for him. I'm pretty sure this was like one of the first cinematics we got for Overwatch. And side note, Blizzard, please bring these back. The lore of your game is phenomenal. Please start telling it again. Eventually, it seems like the only people who answered Winston's recall was Tracer and the finest woman in the game, Mei. They went on a mission to stop Null Sector from attacking Paris. The mission starts to look bad for Lena and the gang until the rest of the people who answered Winston's recall, mostly, pull up to help out. Echo, Reinhardt, Genji, and Mercy, with a new member coming with Reinhardt, one of Torbjorn's daughters, Brigitte. They successfully stopped Null Sector and announced to everyone that Overwatch is back. That's everything with Tracer so far. I don't even want to mention the BS PvE pay-to-play mode Blizzard gave us. But I will. Tracer basically goes on a mission to save Rio from Null Sector and help welcome aboard a new member named Lucio, as well as personally welcoming members Diva, Zarya, Baptiste, and welcoming back returning member Cassidy and possibly Sojourn. Now we get into her gameplay. I already told you how her powers work, but here's how her blink and recall look in the game. Her ultimate is a bomb. She can stick to any surface, living or inanimate, that blows up in about 3 seconds. Tracer's go-to weapon are 2 burst laser pistols that she can reload by just pointing them up, I guess. Tracer is a DPS character who mainly relies on speed and doing quick burst damage before disappearing. Her health is low, but Rewind can restore her health to how it was seconds ago. Her ultimate also isn't insanely strong, but can be built back up quicker than most. Tracer as a character is really cool to learn about. Her personality is bubbly and excited all the time. She seems to have a tendency to calm people in incredibly tense situations. She's incredibly passionate about being a hero and is really good at it, like she was damn near born to do it, even inspiring the next generation of heroes. Her as a playable character is relatively simple as long as you watch your cooldown on your blink and learn about blind spots. Tracer is fun, excited, and the closest thing to what a true hero is, besides Reinhardt. I may be a little biased there, but that's my goat. Anyway, Tracer is awesome and you should definitely try her out in Overwatch 2.
You know, the world could always use more heroes.
Thank you all for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps someone you know and it helps your brother grow. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
I ain't worried about no Bible. I was smokers out with the pros. God had to change my life. Kept me back to make shit right. God had to change my life. Kept me back to make shit right. Man, I feel just like a quarterback. No ass, not the ball. Florida baby, get him gone. Said that band never made it home.